Hello everybody, welcome back to Sith and Bricks. Today we're going to be building set number 752223. I added an extra 2, the Naboo Starfighter Microfighter. I did not forget the name.
Yeah, 75223. Yeah, so I wanted to do an intro for this one, and this is bugging me. Your microphone is like covering your entire face.
Yeah,
There, is that better?
yeah, to be honest, it was bugging me too.
Okay.
This is a really weird intro.
Yeah, it is a very weird intro. So 75223, I wanted to do an intro for this, but you did the research, I did the research, and we found like 3 scenes where you could actually see the starfighter.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how all of the sets we're doing this week, except for the Droidica, there isn't much for.
Yeah, I could not find enough footage to make this work, and maybe we do a little bit more research. But yeah, this one was so we went with the standard intro. This is 75223, not 2223. 75223. This is a 6+ set, has 62 pieces, and there we go. It includes Anakin as one of the minifigures, and R2D2 is the other minifigure. The starship features 2 flick missiles and space for Anakin. Also includes a wrench accessory element. The wrench is a...
Wait, did he repair the Naboo
I
Starfighter
don't
movie?
know. I was just getting ready to ask you the same question. What is the deal? What is the deal with the wrench? Is he maybe we need to go back and watch it again. The only thing I can think of, this is young Anakin, and he did fix things. So I don't remember him fixing this, and maybe I'm...
Maybe it's just because of the character itself. Maybe in the Lego factory it just comes it just automatically comes with it, so they decided to stick with it.
I don't know, but he's got on what looks like an old pilot hat with some goggles,
Yeah.
and he has a wrench, I guess, so that when he's not in a Naboo starfighter, he can fix things.
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of sad if I don't remember my second favorite movie though. I mean,
I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny. So, but this is going to be a shorter build today because this thing only has what was it? 62 pieces.
not only that, it only comes with one minifig. I mean, 1 1/4 minifigures.
Yeah. So, yep, 6+, 62 pieces. Comes with the Starfighter, R2, and Anakin, and of course the magical wrench. The flick missiles. It's a uh, I don't know. It's a cool little set. Have they done this since this one has retired? I don't think so. I don't think there's a new one since this one.
Nope, definitely
Um,
not.
I know how many of these did they do? Look this up while
I
you.
know they've done multiple because we actually do have a Naboo Starfighter from a Lego set. It isn't a complete set, but
I'm just I'm just curious, like prior to this one, how many of them they did, at least at this size, because this one is, I think this is the only microfighter.
yeah, it's the only microfighter, but not
Yeah.
the only like polybag that's around the size.
Yeah, so this is the only microfighter. There is a polybag. That was from 2016. This one is from 2019. Then there's, of course, the play scale one, which is from 2019 as well.
Yeah, my favorite one is the 2015 play scale one
There's
though.
one from 2011, and then there's one that goes all the way back to 2002, but that is a UCS, actually, Naboo Starfighter. I did not realize they
Yeah,
made one that was a UCS. Let me see
I
the
mean,
pictures on
I
this.
mean 2011, not 2005.
Look at that.
Yeah,
They got some silver pieces on
that
on
was
this one.
actually at the Atlanta Brick Company when we last went.
Yeah, they've actually got some chromed pieces on the UCS version. Let's see, what's the price on this bad boy?
Probably a lot because
This
of that
is new sealed 777
777,
used. Wow, almost 300 and almost $400 used.
but sealed at 777.
777.50, $777.50.
777 is like it won the lottery.
No, that would have been cool though.
Yeah, it would have been.
Interesting.
Odd moment of silence.
No, I was trying to read this other thing down here. So, okay, yeah, Naboo Starfighter is going to be really short build, probably shorter than one I did last time. And while we're doing that, we're going to do some Star Wars trivia.
Interesting.
So I found some trivia questions on StarWars.com, and these questions, some of them are easy, some of them are a little bit more challenging. We're going to see how good you are.
Okay.
So, number one, Ezra Bridger first met the Ghost Crew while they were stealing what from the Imperials? A. Mylaroons. B. T7 ion disruptors. C. Blasters. D. Transponders.
C blasters.
C. Blasters. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
And the answer is C. Blasters.
Because they had like this entire thing for the next like most of the season, all about like those blasters. Like,
And
big
the
deal.
next question is, which former enemy of Obi-Wan unite with in order to okay, did they write this wrong? Am I reading it wrong? Which former enemy must Obi-Wan unite with? Okay, I was reading it wrong. Which former enemy must Obi-Wan unite with in order to defend himself against Savage Opress and Darth Maul? A. Count Dooku, B. Ventress, C. Cad Bane, or D. Boba Fett?
A. I mean, no, it's.
Are you sure you want to go with Count Dooku?
Yes, A.
And your final answer is A. And the correct answer is B. Ventress. So you are now 1 for 1. All right. Moving on. Next question. Above what planet does Cloud City hover? A. Coruscant. B. Dagobah. C. Hoth. Or D. Bespin?
D.
Your answer is D.
It's D. I know. I
Sure.
know for a fact it's D.
Sir, are you sticking with that answer?
Yeah, it's D.
And the answer is D. Bespin.
Yeah.
All right. You are 2 and 1. See if we can keep the roll. So like I said, some of these are easy. Some of these are a little bit more challenging. And the next question is, who places the secret plans into R2-D2's memory banks? Now, this shouldn't be multiple choice, but A. Leia. B. 3PO.
You don't have to
C.
finish.
Jan Dodonna. D. Bail Organa. The answer is what, sir?
It's
Of course it's Leia. That one was just way too easy. StarWars.com, ashamed. You should be ashamed.
Then again,
All
they
right.
did get one on me. So
The next question is, and you are now 3 and 1,
I just dropped the
and you
piece.
dropped a Lego. We
It's
are
very
now
easy.
0 days without, or 0 streams without a Lego drop.
What do you mean? There's never been. There's never been a stream where I haven't dropped a Lego.
Oh, this is sad. All right. The next question is, what well-known director voices Pre Vizsla, the leader of the Death Watch? A. Jon Favreau, B. Dave Filoni, C. George Lucas, or D. Ron Howard? Are you sure you're going to go with D. Ron Howard?
Yes.
Think about Pre Vizsla's Vizsla. I keep saying Vizsla because we have a Vizsla dog.
B.
D being Ron Howard. Okay, and the answer is not D. It is A. Jon Favreau. You are now 3 and 2, sir. Moving on. Next question. I'm going to slow down a little bit because you're building awfully slow over there for a 62-piece set. What did Luke Skywalker give Jabba the Hutt as a token of his goodwill? A. 50,000 credits. B. R2-D2 and C-3PO.
B.
C. His word. D. Himself.
B.
B. You're going with R2 and 3PO.
Yep.
And the answer is B. R2 and 3PO. You are now 4 and 2. The next question is, what creature did Luke Skywalker bullseye in Beggar's Canyon? A. Rontos, B. Banthas, C. Womp-Rats, or D. Blurgs?
C. Womp Rats. There's no reason to hurt
But
the
I don't
Blurgs.
see Womp-Rats. I got you back for the one you did last time.
There's no reason to hurt the Blurgs. They didn't do anything.
I got you back with the bad pun and you just ignore me. Okay.
Yes.
You're going with C. Womp-Rats.
That was loud on my headphone.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's I'm getting tongue twisted over here. And the answer is C. Womp-Rats. So that makes you 5 and 2?
I think so.
Okay.
Apparently, I just don't know the Clone Wars as well as or the Clone Wars TV show.
Yeah, I don't know why you've watched it like a million times. Okay. The next question is, what is the name of Wrecker's Tuca doll? A. Wrecker Jr., B. Lula, C. Blasty, or D. Omega Jr.?
A. Recco Jr.
What? You're okay. We've been watching the same show every Friday. Are you seriously going with A. Wrecker Jr.?
Oh, it was a joke. D.
You're going with D. Omega Jr.? Can we not take anything seriously in this stream?
Fine, C. C.
The answer is B. Lula.
Yes. I purposely picked every single one except for the correct
Oh my.
answer.
And what's really sad is you really didn't know the answer.
Yes.
I knew this. You should know this. All right. And that is the end of our Star Wars trivia for this stream. I thought so. There were some other ones in there that had to do with the last trilogy, and I excluded those. There are way more of these, so we can always revisit this. If you guys were playing along as we're reading out loud, let me know in the comments below how many of these you got right and how many you got wrong, because apparently somebody needs to study. And we are done with this build already. That was way too fast.
Recco Jr., yeah.
That is insanely fast. Wow, we're at just under 13 minutes. Okay, let's get back over here. Boom. All right, there you go. Well, show us what you got here, because this is it's not crazy small, but I'm almost tempted to open the other microfighter and build it. But go ahead.
We could do that. Okay, so here is the Naboo in one Starfighter. This Starfighter was specifically designed to be fast and for the Royal Naboo Army. You see this set mainly in the first movie, The Phantom Menace, but you can see it a couple of times in the Clone Wars. There's 2 flick fire missiles here in the front, which I'm not going to flick because that would go against my perfect score of not dropping pieces, clearly.
Seriously. That would just add to it.
So here...
So talk to me about Anakin, though, because is this Anakin in any other set?
Yes. This Anakin, this version anyway, has been around for a long time. It was even in the 20th anniversary pod racer set, and this is not a special figure, but definitely is a very good looking figure.
Is it the same printing, same...
Yep, same everything.
Same everything? Okay.
And of course...
But tell me about the wrench. Now, is this wrench the same? Have you ever seen this wrench before?
Yes. It's just a normal Lego City wrench.
It's a Lego City wrench.
Yes.
And... has...
This wrench is the most important part of the set.
I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact that we threw a wrench into a Naboo Starfighter.
He could let you go.
And this R2. Now, the last set that we built was not a Naboo Starfighter.
It was Anakin's Jedi Interceptor.
Right.
And
R2.
Yeah, here's... Oh, I dropped it.
There goes R2's head. You know what? We didn't turn on the product light again. You need to remember to do that.
That is my fault. I turned on the lights this time. Okay, so here is R2's head, since it didn't come with a body or legs.
Now the question is this the same R2 from the other set?
Yes.
Exact same R2.
Yes.
So right now, with the current cycle, and this one's not too far behind the current cycle, are these all the same R2s? Are there any different R2s?
There are different R2s, but not ever since like 2002 or something like that.
Okay.
So,
and what else with this? Obviously, this was a quicker build, and this is also intended for a younger audience. From a playability perspective, other than going, flying it around and going here, and the 2 blasters, that's pretty much it, right?
Unless if you count moving R2's head and fixing the Naboo
You know what's
Starfighter
really
one.
cool about this one, if I was younger and still, did these kind of things, this one's one of the ones that you can drop, let it shatter, and it won't take you forever to put it back together.
I still wouldn't do it because that would be risking losing pieces.
Well, you do it in a confined space and you can mitigate that issue.
Yes,
But anyway,
I don't like
as a
dropping.
display piece,
Yeah, this
it
this
it
is
doesn't yeah it doesn't do much for me in that area. I do once again. Some of these sets, some of these smaller sets, especially the ones targeted at younger people, they're cool. I get the playability factor and why some of the younger audience may enjoy them. But for me, again, it's the minifigures. I really dig some of the minifigures that come in these sets, and you can get. I think it's cool that you can get some of these figures in these smaller, inexpensive sets without having to buy one of the larger sets. It's not always the case, but in this particular case, you can get young Anakin. You can have young Anakin in this set, and then you can get older Anakin in the one we were looking at yesterday. And both of these sets are under like $20 and under.
yeah. So the stream really is not that long today.
No,
We might have to get the other one.
uh, that was not the intent, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I don't think it I don't know. I mean, I don't think it hurts anything for it to be a shorter stream. I mean, with the trivia today was a little bit on the short side. I didn't want to go too long with it. We have another stream that we need to put together for the Droidica, and I was looking for video on that too, and even that had some really um, the Droidica video. There's just I have to have at least 30 seconds to a minute worth of footage to make it work. And with the research that you did for all of this, I may be able to pull 30 seconds out of the Droidica if I combine the animation stuff with the live action stuff, with the Lego stuff. But to have just straight up, you know, back to back video of live action, it just because it's on the screen so briefly.
they get destroyed in a matter of
Right.
seconds.
When we do something like Mandalorian, there's a lot of Mandalorian footage, especially now with the new show, and that show kind of saved me a little bit because I was able to pull footage from that. If we do something like General Grievous, who's appeared in multiple places, that one was a little bit easier. Or if we were doing something that was focused generally just around Anakin, and I guess I could have done that. I could have made the focus around young Anakin, but as a trailer or an intro, I don't know. It wasn't coming across as interesting as like say the Grievous intro or the Mandalorian intro or the other one that we did. I'm forgetting now. We've done a few lately.
We've also done the Tusken Raider, the Mandalorian one,
The Tusken Raider
the
one.
Mandalorian one.
Oh, the armor, the AAT. That's what it was.
T.
Right. So, and that one had more droids in it than it did AATs, but I think it still worked. So, well, I'll see what I can do with the Droidica if we can get the trailer together before or after we do it. We are posting these, and if you saw the one last week, that one we actually recorded last night. And the deal is we're actually going to do some vacation this summer, so we wanted to get these out as premieres since we weren't going to go to live stream. So this one was actually pre-recorded, and the next one you watch, I do believe we may either record tomorrow or in between the trips that we're going to be taking here. So why do you keep showing me the bottom of that thing?
Because there's like this little hole here, which I think is interesting. So you could build like a little display stand. If you wanted to, you could probably build a display stand to display it.
Yeah, I guess you could. I don't see why you couldn't. Oh, that was really loud in my ears. That was really strange.
Home twice today.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Everything looks normal. The mixer looks fine.
Sorry about
Um, yeah,
everybody's.
if that blasted your ears, I apologize. I don't know what's going on today with my microphone. Or maybe it's just, no, it's not the headset because you heard it too. Yeah, so Lego Masters, before we take off, the challenge that they did last night where they had to start off with the one Technic brick hanging, that was actually pretty cool. There
Yeah.
were some really neat builds that came out of that one. Um, Now that they're getting down to the end of the show, the builds should get more and more elaborate. They're not doing as much, at least not yet. Compared to last year, that seemed like there was more explosions and destruction of Lego, and I'm missing that. I think we only did that once this year so far.
Yeah, unless if you count the tower falling as
Yeah,
destruction.
yeah, yeah. I don't know why, but I enjoy seeing them spend 10 hours on something and then just absolutely destroying it.
Seeing their life's work just blow up in front of their faces.
And the guys from the Atlanta Brick
That's
Company,
evil.
yeah, the guys from the Atlanta Brick Company are actually doing really well. They got the golden brick. So kudos to them. And the engineers went, which we talked about before. They're gone. And the other brother team are doing really well.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. I'm looking forward to seeing the last several episodes.
I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the next challenge with the remote control cars and how that's gonna go in the rules because the one of the things I noticed is how do you get eliminated?
I don't know, but you know what? This we have got to find. We're not going to do it anytime soon, but we've got to find a more comfortable way to set this up because this chair and the way this chair sits, the way this desk sits, my shoulders are always hunched up because the desk is high and the chair is low. And if I go any lower, it feels like I'm like way down here. Yeah, it's just we got to figure a different way out to do this.
Trust me, I agree.
But it's yeah,
Chill.
yeah, the show's actually going really well. I'm looking forward to it. The other thing that I'm looking forward to is I don't know how many episodes of Bad Batch we have left, but
I think we have 4 or 5 left now.
one we literally just watched before we came upstairs was interesting because the main characters were only in it for like what 30, 45 seconds.
Yep.
Other than
Spoiler warning for people who haven't
I
watched it.
didn't give anything away. Not really.
I know, but I
Um
thought we might be talking a little bit about
oh,
interesting
um
beats.
um uh Omega meets a friend and
The obviously superior R2D2 chopper appeared.
oh now that's a spoiler.
I said spoiler
That's a
warnings.
spoiler.
I said spoiler warnings
Um
though.
yeah, and we're the only two in the living room going, "Oh, Chopper." So yeah, Chopper makes an appearance. He is back. Um the the uh the sharpshooter.
Crosshair?
Crosshair you see quite a bit, but everybody else is just kind of visiting.
Yeah, looks like he has an updated stormtrooper outfit in
It
that episode.
does look like he has an updated stormtrooper outfit. It was very obvious who the clones were and who the stormtroopers were, so you can see the transition. It seems like from clone to from clone to stormtrooper.
It seems like the highest class is getting the update first, and they're slowly going down and changing the vehicles. And
Well, ultimately, they made it clear that they wanted to not have clones. So I think we're starting to see kind of the phase out of clones.
also seemed like that there's that one 501st clone. It seemed like the inhibitor chip wasn't telling him what to do.
He did seem to resist to some extent orders. Yeah, or at least he was double guessing himself.
Yeah, he was,
So inhibitor chip or not, he was questioning authority, which he shouldn't.
which is kind of like a Captain Rex type thing.
Right, which he shouldn't be doing. So, all right, let me switch back over so you can quit holding that. There you go.
Trying to get everyone a good view of this microfighter here.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, before we close out, go ahead and let everybody know that we are still doing our Lego giveaway. We are, I think we say this every stream because I don't know who's watching and who's not. So we are giving away a Star Wars Lego Microfighter every 50 subs. So right now, hold on, let me look. Right now we are sitting at 184, so the next one is going to be at 200. And the way we do this is we ask you to subscribe and then go to sithandbricks.com/contest and register over there. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're not on YouTube and you're on Rumble or if you're listening on the podcast, please like and subscribe. And any of the platforms, and you as well can go over to sithandbricks.com/contest. I will get this out, I swear. And you can register over there. And what we do is when we get to 200, we will go to Google and go into a random number generator, and we will pick the winner that way. We just mailed out the last winner, which was Noah H, if I remember correctly. And Noah, we apologize. It was a little bit delayed. We had the 4th of July holiday weekend here, so it is on its way. And yeah, so the next one will be at 200. And that's all I got.
Yep. So I would like to thank.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not the only one who can speak today.
So much for watching. Good night.
See ya.